Hello students, I thought I'd do a quick video update since it's been a couple weeks since I did my last one. First off, I just wanted to remind the class that as usual we have some lesson assignments due this weekend. We're on to lesson 11 now, the Cold War in 1950s America. And as usual there's a discussion post to do, which I see some of the classes already done, which is great. Then there's a quiz. If you haven't done that already, make sure you do that. And there is a Unit 3 exam. Make sure you do that. That's very important. Worth a lot of points. And due this weekend, Saturday, just before midnight. There's also a little Jeopardy review game that I used to do with my students in class. You can maybe, this could be of use to you. It's basically an Excel spreadsheet with key terms and definitions. If you want to use that, that's there. But yeah, the Unit 3 exam. Also, I thought I would just give you a heads up that as a reminder that we do have the proctored event, due about a month from now. So I would recommend within the next couple weeks emailing me and letting me know how you plan on fulfilling that requirement, because remember, it is a requirement in order to pass the course. And just as a quick reminder, you can fulfill it in one of three ways. You can meet me for an in-person meeting. You can meet me in a meeting over Zoom to either discuss or get help with your eventual film commentary assignment, which is also due towards the end of the course. Or you can go to the Carol Jones Writing Center on campus and get them to help you, and then they'll notify me that you went in to receive help. But you have to do one of those three sort of things, some sort of face-to-face interaction with someone from OTC, and that's a requirement just for any online class. So I think I've already had one student contact me already about fulfilling this, which is great, but I thought I'd just remind the rest of the class to, you don't necessarily have to do it right away, but, sometime in the next couple weeks, because it needs to be done before the end of the semester. And we can use the opportunity, especially if we do it sooner rather than later, I can use the opportunity to help brainstorm either ideas for the film or media commentary assignment, or help you find sources for it, because you will need for that assignment one academic source to support your assessment of how historically accurate that piece of media is. So I can help you with that. So just keep that in mind. That's also coming up. One last thing I thought I'd bring up is, this part of the theme for this week is the Cold War. Part of the Cold War was the nuclear arms race, right? Development of nuclear weapons and nuclear missiles and the Cuban Missile Crisis and all of that. And in my seated class this week, it occurred to me that this actually has some relevance, right now, not only with the tensions between Russia and Ukraine and the threat of nuclear war that has risen anew all of a sudden once again from that, but also we're possibly running into the threat of additional arms races as time goes on. And in particular, a topic I've been paying more and more attention to in my free time lately has been this topic of artificial intelligence research. There have been a lot of advances and capabilities over the past year or so with ChatGPT, and I guess they have this new version, GPT-4, that is coming out, where this program is particularly good at answering questions and writing responses to prompts, and there's also programs that can create AI generated art. It seems like things are kind of accelerating a little bit more than they had been. I don't know if that'll continue, but it's kind of gotten me noticing this progress and thinking about the implications. And I've been getting into this topic of AI safety, which I think will become more and more relevant. And the reason this ties in with arms races is, another danger of the U.S. getting into a new sort of Cold War or arms race with Russia and or China going forward, which seems like is happening more and more every day I read on the news. It's not just the threat of nuclear war coming back to the surface again, more than ever before, but also both sides may be tempted to kind of get into an AI arms race, and there may be a strong incentive for either side to kind of cut corners and deploy artificial intelligence programs before they have had adequate, safety checks done on them, which could be harmful, for everyone, for potentially the entire human species, depending on how powerful these AI systems get. I'll post a link to this short little 18-minute lecture, which kind of introduces the whole topic of AI safety and how it has implications, has relevance, not just for the short term, when we'll probably still be dealing with artificial intelligence programs that are still a bit more limited. I don't think Chat GPT is going to take over the world anytime soon. But people, are getting some problematic outputs out of it. You can trick it into telling you how to do illegal things, or there's all sorts of potential for misuse from that, from self-driving cars. That's another ongoing area of research. These programs creating not just AI art, but AI, fake video or fake photographs. There was a thing recently of the fake AI generated art of what it would look like for Donald Trump to be physically arrested and handcuffed. And people had asked one of these AI programs to generate that art, or in sort of photographic detail, and it was so good that when it was posted to the rest of the internet, a lot of people mistook it as if Trump had been like physically handcuffed and arrested, which of course did not happen, although he has been indicted, interestingly, and he's facing some charges. But that's another potential area of misuse. And these are all kind of short-term things. The long-term threats are even more dire, either from intentional misuse, from even more powerful artificial intelligence systems, or from AI, becoming self-aware and having goals that are misaligned with what humans want it to do. And, who knows what that could, it could be Terminator, Skynet sort of thing in the worst case scenario. This video kind of goes into, it's kind of an introduction to the field of how do we avoid that, So I might post this just because I think it's relevant to perhaps figuring out how we should navigate these new AI capabilities and make sure that we don't end up in a new AI arms race in addition to our nuclear arms races, that we're already kind of maybe in, unfortunately. So thought that's pretty much it, what I wanted to do an overview over. But yeah, just a reminder, lesson 11 and the unit 3 exam, those are the most important things this weekend. And if you have any questions, as always, let me know. All right, bye-bye.